Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Celerity eSports, the first tier. They are already out. I had some troubles with connecting my microphone, but it's done. Just need to turn the volume a bit down from the television. Yes, it is done. 12 drivers out there. It's not really much, but it's pre-season, so it's not a competition yet. It's a race where drivers can get used to each other, warm up and get prepared again for upcoming race on Circuit de Barcelona next week. There we will have a good filled lobby, so I'm still happy to see 12 drivers out there. There are new drivers, of course. Drivers are relegated last season, and also a few drivers joined. One of the drivers that promoted is just Model Velos. We already know him in the first year, as he already practiced for a few races together with IFR Snipes. So yeah, we already know him here, but he's he joined the Mercedes team next to Roy Boy, who left Racing Point. And he signed a contract as first driver for Mercedes, as the Mercedes team was completely empty. IFR Bollen, the champion of the first year, of course, also from the Celerity. He's not present today, but he joined Williams together with IFR Snipes, so it's a completely new team there as well. There he is, champion of the second tier from the Celerity Season 1. And he already scored 2 podiums in the first year as well. He only helped the Constructor Championship with it, but now he's really signed in this division, so he can score some points, and this is where he belongs now. Fruitful still in the pit box, so I will announce him a little bit later. His teammate Rage Bolly, Constructor Championship on his name, because Mercedes won it last season as well. When his brother left Mercedes, he left as well, and he joined Fruitful, signed a contract over there. No, it's not what I want. I'm sorry for that. I want to see where the message is stated. I don't know, normally I can read the messages, but I can't at this moment. So I don't know if the followers can write a message as well. I have a chat online now, so I'm always wondering, I want to know what people are saying, even when they will say nothing. Let's get back. The driver in the league is Tito Piade. It's an Italian driver, joined Alfa Romeo next to Jordi B. He's absent today. It's a fast driver, and I'm looking forward to what he can bring in the league. He needs to score time today. So Italian driver for an Italian team. It's always nice. Let's go to Red Bull, because Rowan finished third last season. So had a great season there. Scored himself invalid right now when he was busy with a hot lap. Unfortunate for him, he needs to try again. Stayed at Red Bull, signed a contract. Matteo, his previous teammate, he left to second tier. As stewards took action on it, they decided it was maybe a bit too early for him to race already in the first year, so he's doing well now in the second one, just finished his race. His teammate, an Australian driver, our first one. He's got his roots in Australia, so he lives in England. Sorry, it's Tito Piade who scores pole position at the moment. 129.3, this is very well. And 2 laps all soft, so we will join pits. 9 minutes on the clock, still a lot can happen, of course. Hugo Sanchez, who's on third place, will fire up his hot lap. So George Agro, our first Australian driver, like I already mentioned. Another new driver, Koen Louise, a Dutch driver. Joined Haas next to Earl Simon, very fast driver who we already know from last season. We'll see him next week. So he will be representing Haas F1 team this season. Fruitful still in. Maybe just want to try it from behind. He attempted this many often, so I'm not surprised if he will do it, because Rowan is also still in. But he was already out, I'm not quite sure. I think he's coming again. Or is this... no, it was really Rowan. Leaving the pits here. And Fruitful as well. On track. Here he is. Promised us to make it hard on Bolin this season. Finished second in Celerity, what still is a great effort and very, of course, wonderful done by him. But we know he wants more. And I love his spirit. He will definitely try to make it hard on Bolin this season as he got 16 races in front of him. New reserve driver also is ST3 F1. I think we should call him like that. It's also an Italian driver like Tito Piade. He's got some serious pace. Today driving for Alpha Tauri. George Agro, by the way, not driving for Red Bull as well. He's also reserve. Forgot to mention that. One starting his hot lap for Racing Point is Fruitful, followed by his teammate Rage Molly, who's going to do the same there. And then followed by Rowan, who still needs something here. Him and Fruitful. troubles again with the microphone. Maybe I need to buy a new one. Sometimes it will give me robo voices. Or asking me to turn the power button to not making it not making the power go off. IFR snipes. His personal best here is 129.6. There are 5 drivers who are below 130. Fruitful. Still valid, so he will score a 129.2. This is pole position, and his teammate scoring a 129.7. It's also a good effort. So now racing point on 1 and 6. Koen Louise needs to try again. Oh, it's black box, just missed him. It's a 129.33 tenths. Slower than Kos Rohan, who took over pole position from Fruitful with a 129 flat. It's very fast lap by him. It's really finding a lot of time on some places where other drivers are missing on them. I thought he scored pole position in his last race as well in Brazil. It was a sloppy race from all of the drivers. We were not used to that once, but it didn't go so well. A black day for Celerity eSports, where Rohan did win. So can he carry on with doing that? And then he maybe can challenge Fruitful and Bolling. Consistency is very important on that one, and being able to score podiums often, and not only in single races, but you need to score podiums in almost every race to be champion over here. ST3 F1 is going to improve himself again. I think this will be his final attempt. With 2 minutes 40 on the clock, there's not much time left to do another lap on the softs. Sometimes stuck or something. Come on. Black box coming out of the pits again. His teammate Hugo Sanchez. Both are fast drivers. We want to see more from Hugo Sanchez. Another Frenchman joined the league, RCR Sepp, as reserve driver. He will be there, I think so, next week. So S3F1 has got himself a 129.9. Question is if he can improve, and he did so by 2/10. Got himself P7 on the scoring board. So I think he can be quite happy with his first result in the qualifying session in the pre-season. Hugo Sanchez is going for his final attempt. You know he's capable of scoring a good time. Does not have pole position yet, but the second place is already a job done by him. For preparing himself for another hot lap. Black box also going for a final try. 8 seconds on my clock. It's not always synchronized to the clock of them, so maybe there will be some extra seconds. You can see it, I think it will. Yes, Snipes can do another lap. Also Koen Louise. And still Rowan can do another one. Fruitful has left the session. I think something went wrong with him. Let's see on Koen Louise is on board. I think he must be somewhere over here. He crashed on turn 10, I think. Roy Boy is up for something. It's not fast yet. His first time, a bit of oversteer in the last corner. Improved himself by 7/10 and stole one place. This is P11. Then black box. P2 129.1. So install a position for Fruitful, who's not capable of doing anything anymore because I think he crashed really. It's in a dangerous corner where more drivers go. Louise, P6. Nice job. And then Theo Piade, pole position. Rowan had the invalid one here, so. And now IFR Snipes is the last driver who can do something, but his time was very slow one. And then yeah, Rowan who had invalid is also finishing. So Tito Piade, Italian driver who's very new here for Alfa Romeo, scored his first pole position. It's not for competition yet, but it will definitely feel nice for him. It's a 128.9. This is very fast. As only driver he's below 129, so he even could go faster than Rowan was doing. So this is very promising from him. Of course, Rowan on the second place. And then the second grid will be formed by Black Box in the Ferrari and Fruitful in the Racing Point, who had a small moment in the end, so maybe it costed him his pole position, but still on 4th place, but it's not so bad. Hugo Sanchez, Ferrari on P5, Koen Louise in the house, very promising from him as well, P6, IFR Snipes, P7, ST3F1 on P8, Rage Bolly and Just Mortal P9 and 10. And then we have 2 drivers all the way behind, and those are Roy Boy and George Agron, the Australian driver. They will form the last grid today. Well, I'm looking forward to the race. The formation lap is about to get started. We are waiting for the drivers to ready up and such things. They need to make a strategy if they want to change something, because Roy Boy and George, they will be allowed to change something and take a new set of tires, as they are behind the first 10 places. And there we go. The formation lap with Tito Piade up front with a very nice timing. Fruitful is not in the session or something. And Rage Bully and ST3F1, they hit each other. They must have contact. That's why they are disqualified and they won't be allowed to warm up the tires anymore. Waiting on the grid, on the starting grid. Seems like Fruitful is not in the session or something. I will try to invite him once. So I'm sorry for not showing anything at the moment. Wrong button. But yeah, servers are very slow today, so it's taking a while for loading. Come on. Got him, I'm back. Yeah, that's what I expected. I don't know who it was, but somebody hit a black box. It's really strange because only he's disqualified for that. Well, their tires are warm already. For ST3F1 and the Rage Bolly it will be a bit harder to have a good start over here, but the drivers are forming the grid. I hope Fruitful will rejoin, otherwise we will lose him this match. And he will continue as AI, we'll find out what happened later. We are forming and waiting for red lights. Fruitful already with a launch start. I think this is because he's an AI. And the match is on because we are off. CD Piatto and Rowan both had a good start there. Black box and his teammate Hugo Sanchez side to side. Don't pay attention to Fruitful over here. Rowan in the lead. Took over Tito Piade already. Rage Bully and ST3F1. They're already fighting each other. They hit each other in the information lab, but also over here they are going to fight. Oh, this is contact between S3F1 and Rage Bully. Seemed like S3F1 wanted a bit too much. Roy Boy almost provoked some big damage over here. Luckily this thing went alright. That's Fruitful really is not in the session. Cool Louise took the first penalty in the race, 3 seconds for him for multiple warnings. This fight is not over yet between Rage Bolly and S3F1. Yeah, ST3F1 needs to work on his side-to-side actions. Maybe he wants a bit too much, or making contact, but it's unnecessary. But it's going well. Nothing to complain yet about it. Hugo Sanchez, also a 3-second time penalty. This is the second driver in the race who did this. Maybe Roy Boy is missing out on some pace. Don't know why he backed out for that. Don't see any damage. He got himself a 3-second time penalty now for that for turn 11, where he cut out the track maybe a bit too much, but it's already 6 seconds for him. Getting passed by George Agro now. Also Roy Boy wants to get past this, I think. I'm not sure what's wrong with Hugo Sanchez there. Louisa trying to stay in the range of Ivar Snipes. This is Hugo Sanchez. First off, he surrendered himself, gave up a few positions, but now he attacked George Agro again. Made a beautiful move through turn 1. Happy. Also make a move on just more of Velos right now. He's got enough ERS what he is using. Oh, well, this is not really handy. I don't know why. It seemed like he did give enough room on the inside, but for somehow just more Velos was in an unbalanced situation. And that final touch was enough to make just more spin. S3, F1 and Rage Volley side to side. Final last corner. They are matching and fighting really good to each other. This is some nice show for us. Rage Volley defending the inside a bit. He doesn't give much room, but it's enough. That's the way you should do it if you want to stay in front of your attacker. Time penalty for Rowan as well, 3 seconds. Just Moro Velos retired in the pits. And George Agro is in the pits as well at this moment. Will it be enough? He needs to save some ERS as well, as there are only 5 laps. Let's see the tires, by the way. George Agro went for hards, as every other driver still on the softs. Koen Louise needs to defend Race Bolly now. Oh, S3, F1 had some trouble, an oversteer moment. He kept himself centered, still in the race. Still in this fight. Sanchez with another time penalty. I think this is 9 seconds already. Koen another penalty, 6 seconds. It's hard. 20 corners. Theo Piade also time penalty. You just saw him doing it. It's hard on this track. As I said, 20 corners, where 11 of them are left-handers, 9 of them are to the right side. So yeah, it's making it hard to avoid track limits. So penalties will reign. We all know it. In every division it does. It's really art of not doing it. Nice move by Koen Louise. Round the outside for Snipes. Ooh. No, I don't see anything yet. I thought I did see a wing flying away, a piece of it, but seems alright. I don't see any damage on the wing from IFR Snipes. Rage Body going for the pits now. I think he will choose to go for hards, as going for the mediums is quite early to do. He also retired from the session without having any damage or something. I don't see anything what's wrong on his car. Hugo Sanchez also retired in the pits. For them it's over. The other drivers are still on track. Still have to get used to drivers, see the drivers and driving in other colors. So I'm really focused on them all season. And it's strange to see some, for some drivers nothing has changed, and for others it really does. Louise heading for the pits as well. And he will make decision to go for hards. I cannot understand if he will leave the session. He won't. Going for hards. Making a one stop. Go to the end right now. He will definitely stay in front of Roy Boy, who's just spun away before the pits. Driving behind right now, playing a bit too much. But he's going again. So Rowan, 3 seconds heading now for to the Piade. And S3F1 and Snipes are fighting now. So also ST3F1 is showing some good things already. Took the 4th place with a brilliant move on Snipes. And still, you can see that he still got some good pace in it. Snipes is struggling a bit more than him. This is why he's already behind for it about a second now, and yeah, this is his moment to go for the pits. He's not the only one who's doing it. Only Rowan is going to carry on. So I think all of them will go for hards. No, Black Box isn't. He's going for mediums. ST3F1 as well. Tito Piatto did go for hard tires. I think mediums, it's quite long to do 21 laps on them. So at this point I do understand the choice to go for hards, as I personally drove 12 laps on softs before I pitted for mediums. That's how I did it. I've done a one stop today. Now Black Box and ST3F1 are also really close. So can he perform another move? George Agro left session. So don't know if he did it in the pit lane. Unfortunate. It's always looking like that new drivers didn't have time enough to read the rules. But they are really having it. So we will always advise them, give them the rules once, and after it we will really penalize them for leaving the session without retiring on track. So my apologies for it. Still pre-season, but they can show a better example. Another penalty now for Snipes as well. There are not many drivers left in this race, but still some fights going on. I'm going to stay close to this. So for our true followers who are still watching this race, try to make it spectacular for you guys. All the drivers are doing it, so not me. I'm only capturing it. It's going to be a move by Black Box. Passing Koen Louise already. ST3F1 didn't follow it that way. But he still needs to make a pit stop, Rowan, as he is leading now with 18 seconds. He is going for mediums, definitely. Koen Louise going for the pits again. I don't understand this one. Also retired from session. Well, they must be thinking like this is practice. As I already told in the beginning, the drivers, we only had 12 drivers because this isn't a competition race. It's a pre-season one, so it's definitely practice, but still, we would love to see if the lobbies will stay full, like the third tier and second tier did a great job. But I do understand it a bit, of course. They are not racing for points or anything, it's just for fun and practice. So that's why I think drivers are thinking sometimes, well, this is enough now. Well, then we have 5 top drivers left from Rowan, Tito Piade, Black Box, ST3F1 and IFR Snipes. So 2 drivers definitely showed some impressive things already, and both of them are new. And then I'm talking about the driver in Alfa Romeo and Alfa Tauri. Okay, now we are going to see Tito Piatto closing in again. On course Rowan, and he's passing him. Ooh, this is interesting. Of course, Rowan is on the softer tire now, so he's capable of closing this gap again. He still got himself 17 laps to do it. Tito Piada took a 3-second time penalty there. Let's see how many penalties the drivers already get at Tito Piade and Snipes get it themselves. 6 seconds. Black Box is penalty free. Snipes and Rowan. 3 seconds. But I want to see the difference in how long Tito Piado is capable of holding Rowan behind him. Well, it looked a bit more cloudy a few minutes ago. I think the sun went shining. And Rowan closing in on Tito Piade. Of course, he's on a soft compound. So there's a difference. He will make his moments. Not right now. Tito Piade closing in immediately to take the slipstream. It's a wonderful move by Rowan, who's earned the lead again. Small lockup by Tito Piade. Let's just call him Tito. We'll call him Tito. I need to get used to new names. Some PSN names are also really hard to announce also. Like ST3F1. Well, I don't see another way of announcing his name. So ST3F1, that will be it. And Tito, who's still following Rowan. Need to get the grip in those tires. So I have confirmation from George Agro that something is wrong with his pedals. Told him that next time he will need to retire in the pits before leaving. So he's warned now. We only do that once, of course. Snipes also stopped with his interest. Well, it's a funny thing to see that in Tier 1 drivers are really focused on competition, being the fastest, scoring the fastest lap and do such things. And that's why we will see them leave, like in this race. But in the third tier, especially in the third tier and also second tier, it's not motivation because it's competition, of course, but still in the event or in a race like this, like pre-season, they're still showing some spirit by staying, finishing a race. So what we're seeing over here, we won't see that in other divisions. It's definitely showing how T1 drivers are thinking. Of course, in the third tier we have older people there, also young drivers, but they just like to race and they don't care about being in the first tier and scoring money prizes. But for the ones who are still practicing in this one, as Ivor Snipes also left now, I will end this live stream. And next week I will promise you a good lobby and good motivation, because yeah, then the points are concerned. They will score some points. I'm wondering if something will change in these last 12 laps, as all drivers are having a gap between them from about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds between Black Box and ST3F1. Don't fall asleep, boys. So Black Box is doing a really solid job. Still penalty free. is still driving away. So it seems like a job done for him. He needs to end it. Going to pass his CI teammate. Don't have quite much to say anymore. As there are only 4 drivers on track who are really racing, we definitely will give them credits. But still 9 more laps. I'm wondering if they will end it. We all know that Rowan will definitely be ready next week. And then he will be challenged way more than today, of course. He has to do just a few battles. And now his main thing is just finishing this race. SG T3 F1 final drive, we will pass George Agro, the EI. Somehow I'm still a bit disappointed, as I really wanted to commentate today on Tier 1. Because I really enjoy those battles going on between them. I did see a few in the start of this race. That was what I was talking about, and now we are just missing on this. But who knows? We will see another battle. I think Black Box, if he stays driving this way, and if he can make it to the end, that's the question. But he will definitely be second then, and past Tito. as the 3F1 is closing in a bit on Black Box. So maybe he can do something in the end. It's 1.5 seconds behind him now. Both got 11 laps, old mediums. He did won 4 places as the 3F1, and he did really win them. It's not that they were given to them or something, because he really knocked himself to P4. And after it, drivers left. So for my means, he's driver of the day. And Black Box couldn't make it to the end. Maybe he stops now. He's going for softs, so he will not stop. He wants to go for the fastest lap. Will he be able to close this gap again? I think the question will be no. Or as the 3F1 needs to respond on this one. And I think with a good time management, maybe he can make it to the end. It's quite risky to do it. Don't want to take too much curbs. When your tires have plenty wear. Don't want to risk a puncture. We did see that happen in the 30 yesterday. A puncture in the end. And the driver who did 25 laps on hard. One curb too much and it was over for him in the final lap, so it's risky. I think we are going to see a fast lap from Black Box, as he probably will set the fastest lap now. Let's see his onboard. Our T1 driver does this job. He's making fast turns. Purple first sector for Black Box. It's going towards turn 11. Hairpin to the left. Put him in 1, put him in the 3. And go again. In the second straight he's using a bit more ERS than he did before, as he still needs it in the end. Another short shift. A lot of short shifts on the circuit of the Americas. Second purple sector also for him. Turn 16 is coming. And the final corner, of course he will take the fastest lap on those softs. But I want to see what his time will be, his track record. 1:31.8. This is definitely a good run to set on track. So nice one from Black Box. He did a set 1:31.8. The track record is from Harry B, R25. He set it at 1:32.414. So Black Box just improved his time. Unfortunately, these times only count in competition races. So we won't pole positions and the timings that are scored in pre-season races. They will not be added to the records. Otherwise Black Box did have a track record today. So he needs to do this again next week and then he definitely will have it. But for now still Harry B can claim this record. I think this can be the point. Those hards from Tito will be better than the mediums from Rowan, but the gap is big enough. Also Rowan has got 3 seconds penalty less than Tito, so win is in his pockets. Pole position record, by the way, is a 1:28.9, and we did see that Tito Piado took the pole position, but also 1:28.9, but it was a little bit more. So Bolin was still a tiny bit faster than Tito. And this record is from a few months ago. Just before Christmas we had the race on USA, before Christmas break actually. Yeah, Black Box is closing in on ST3. I want to see the penalties. He only got 3 seconds. I won't think he will make it, as he still needs 3.5 seconds. He needs to win this on ST3 F1 to win the podium again. So you will really have to press the pedal, Black Box, if you want to do that. I think it's too much. Yeah, Tito is closing in bit by bit. Still 4.5 seconds. What is wait? It's enough, of course, for Rowan. Across the finishing line for the second last time. Final lap is running for him. Did a very clean race, only 3-second penalty. It's not really should shame yourself for, because it's USA. Either he showed us a very solid race. This is it. Row on. Going through the last corner to win this pre-season race on USA. Circuit of the Americans won by him. Tito Piade. New driver in the Celerity, and is definitely promising. He showed us a great effort here, and is definitely a good challenger over here. So I'm really satisfied that he joined this league. Also ST3F1. It looked like Black Box just still passed him. Maybe he had another penalty, but did the job. Don't look at this one, because George Agro is definitely not driver of the day, as he had pedal problems. I think ST3F1 deserved it to be the driver of the day. Now Rowan won another match, but he needs to do it next week on Spain. Guys, I'm sorry for that few drivers left the session. Still somehow a practice session. But next week competition will resume for season 2. I hope you guys are looking forward to that one. I do. So we will be back on Circuit of Barcelona next week. Thursday, starting on 21:30 Central European time. It will be the third tier who's launching this. Then we will be back Friday for second tier and first tier as well. Cosroan first place. Tito Piade, Alfa Romeo second place for him. P3s for Black Box, who also scored the fastest lap of 1:31.8. And then the fourth driver, who I have to announce, who did a great job here and did the most overtakes, is ST3F1 2001. Really need to give them some credits for finishing this race, and I hope you guys enjoyed it a bit. We will be back next week, so enjoy your weekend, and for now I want to wish you a blissful evening. Bye bye, fellas.